In the previous video, we mentioned that heaven energy and earth energy consciously flowing into our body, yang and yin dancing, swirling along the spine and merging into each other, creating chakra points, balancing each other, balancing all aspects of our life, bringing inner peace, clarity, and aliveness to our experience of reality. Like a tree, the two rivers of energy are the roots. Our physical organs, our heart, lungs, livers, are just branches fed by these energetic roots. That our cells are leaves drinking from the invisible tree of spirit running through our spine. When we understanding how this tree works, we understand that our energy body collapses because we are not aware of the conscious flow of heaven and earth within us, and thus not able to receive nourishment. By having realized this, we stop trying to fix our life from the outside, and we start reorganizing it from the inside at a level of frequency, resonance, and field dynamics. A Japanese scientist, Michio Kushi, explained that chakras are the actual mechanism by which our consciousness becomes our biology. The bridge between what we feel and what our cells do, between what we imagine and what our nervous system creates. Everything in the universe exists because of polarity, positive and negative, expansion and contraction, yin and yang. We can't have one without the other. A magnet doesn't work with just a north pole. Electricity doesn't flow without positive and negative charge. Our heart doesn't beat without contraction and relaxation. And our energy body doesn't function without two opposing forces, heaven force and earth force. Heaven force is descending energy. It enters through the crown of our head and moves downward through our body. It contracting, organizing, structuring. It carries information, order, create mental clarity. In physics, we call it the central force, moving toward the center. In Eastern medicine, it's yang energy. This is the force that gives us focus, discipline, the ability to plan and organize and execute. It's what allows us to think clearly, to hold vision, to stay on track. It's the force of consciousness descending into matter, bringing structure and meanings to the chaos, raw life force. Too much heaven force and we become rigid, controlling, stuck in our head, disconnected from our body and emotions. We lose spontaneity, joy, the ability to feel, to flow, to adapt. We become so focused on the plan that we can't respond to what's actually happening. We're trying to force reality to match our vision instead of dancing with what is. Earth force is ascending energy. It rises through our legs and pelvis, moving from the base of our spine up. It expanding, nourishing, vitalizing. It carries instinct, emotion, creative life force. In physics, this is centrifugal force moving outward. In Eastern medicine, it's the yin energy. This is the force that gives us vitality, passion, intuition, the ability to feel deeply and respond authentically. Is what allows us to be present in the body, to trust our instincts, to move with the flow of life instead of trying to control it. It's the force of matter rising into consciousness, bringing aliveness and feeling to the structures of mind. Too much earth force and we become scattered, reactive, overwhelmed by instinct and feeling. We lose clarity, direction, the ability to think, to plan, to follow through. We are so caught up in what we are feeling in the moment. that we can't hold on to anything larger, seeing the big picture. We are drowning in sensation, emotion, impulse, without any anchor to bring us back to the center. Once we understand our chakras are organs regulating two opposing forces, we stop needing external system. We become ungovernable. And our spine isn't just bones. It is a dance floor where two cosmic forces meet. Our chakras, the junction points along our spine, are where these forces meet and balance each other. When we are aware of their function and operate in harmony, we have coherence, clarity, and intuition working together. Structure and flow, discipline and creativity. We can think and feel at the same time. We can plan and adapt. We can hold vision and respond to the moment. We have access to our whole self, eternal, in abundance. When our chakras are balanced, heaven and earth meet in our chest, and we feel connected, open, able to give and receive love without losing ourselves. We can hold space for other people's pain without taking it on. We can be vulnerable without collapsing. We can love without needing anything in return. But when our heart is out of balance, when one river dominates, we either shut down completely, building walls around our heart to protect ourselves, or we become so porous that everyone else's emotions flood into us, and we lose track of where we end and they begin. When one force dominates, or when the meeting point is blocked, we lose access to one side of ourselves. And that's when everything starts to break down. We feel split, fragmented, like part of us wants one thing and the other part wants something else. And they are at war with each other. Because heaven and earth aren't working together anymore. They're fighting for dominance inside our system. When these junction points fall out of balance, we don't just feel off. We lose the ability to translate our inner world into outer reality. We have all these dreams, all this vision, all these ideas about who we want to be and what we want to create. But we can't bring them through. It's like we are speaking a language and reality isn't hearing us. We are broadcasting a signal but nothing's receiving it. And that's not because we are doing something wrong. It's because our energy body, the transmitter, is out of coherence. Chakras are the junction points in our body's energy circulating system where heaven force and earth force collide, merge, and create a specific frequency. Our chakras are like organs, but instead of processing blood or oxygen, they process energy. Our liver filters toxins from our blood. Our lungs exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. Our chakras regulate the flow of life force, chi, prana, through our energy body. And just like our physical organs, each chakra has a specific function, a specific character, a specific vibration quality. Our root chakra, at the base of our spine, is where Earth's force enters our system most strongly. It governs survival, safety, grounding, our connect to physical reality. When it's balanced, we feel stable, present, rooted in our body. We can take action, we can make decisions, we trust ourselves to move through the world. We're not constantly second-guessing or freezing up or waiting for permission. We just act. We feel safe, grounded, supported, secure. But when our root is blocked or overreactive, everything changes. If it's blocked, if heaven force is dominating and pulling all our energy up into our head, we feel anxious, ungrounded, like we are floating. We can't make decisions. We can't take action. We are paralyzed by overthinking, overanalyzing, imagining all the ways things could go wrong. We are disconnected from our body, from our instincts, from the primal knowing that tells us it's safe to move forward. Or if our root is overactive, if Earth force is dominating, and we are flooded with survival instinct, we feel stuck, rigid, obsessed with safety and security to the point where we can't take any risk. We can't grow, we can't change. We are so focused on protecting what we have that we can't reach for what we want. We are trapped in the basements of our consciousness, unable to rise. Our sacral chakras, just below our navel, governs emotion, creativity, pleasure, our capacity to feel alive. When it's balanced, we feel connected to our emotions without being overwhelmed by them. We can create freely. We can experience pleasure without guilt. We can be intimate without losing ourselves. We have access to the raw creative force that wants to flow through us and express itself in the world. But when our chakra is blocked, we feel numb, sucked down, cut off from our own aliveness. We go through life on autopilot, not really feel anything, not really enjoying anything. We are disconnected from the creative impulse, from the erotic energy that makes life worth living. And we wonder why everything feels so flat, so grey, so meaningless. It's because Earth's force can't reach this junction point. It's dammed up below, unable to rise. Or if our chakra is overactive, we are flooded with emotion and impulse we can't regulate. We swing wildly between highs and lows. We are driven by pleasure seeking, always chasing the next hit of sensation, excitement. Never satisfied, never at peace. We've lost the heaven force that would bring structure and containment to all that raw feeling. Our solar plexus just above our navel governs willpower, personal power, identity, our sense of self. When it's balanced, we feel confident, directed, capable of taking action and following through. We know who we are, we trust our decisions. We are not constantly seeking validation or permission from outside ourselves. We have inner authority, but when our solar plexus is blocked, we feel powerless, like life is happening to us rather than through us. We can't exert ourselves. We can't stand up for what we believe in. We shrink, defer, accommodate, always putting other people's needs before our own until we lose track of what we even want. We are disconnected from our own will, from the fire that's supposed to fuel our action in the world. Or if our solar plexus is overactive, we become controlling, dominating, always trying to force our will onto others and onto reality itself. We can't surrender. We can't trust. We are exhausting ourselves trying to micromanage every detail because deep down we don't believe things will work out unless we are in total control. We've lost the Earth's force that would soften, humble, remind us that we are part of something larger. Our heart chakra in the center of our chest is the meeting point where heaven and earth are most balanced. It governs love, compassion, connection, our ability to give and receive without losing ourselves. When it's open, we feel connected to life, to other people, to our own heart. Feel universal love pouring, circulating, and flowing into our life. We can be vulnerable without collapsing. We can love without needing. We can hold space for pain without taking it on. We experience the deepest truth of our existence, that we are connected to everything and everyone, not through belief but through direct feeling. But when our heart is closed, we feel isolated, defended, unable to trust. We build walls around our heart to protect ourselves from being hurt again. But those walls are also keeping out the love, the connection, the intimacy we actually crave. We are lying inside our own forest, watching life happening outside, unable to participate fully. And every relationship feels effortful, transactional, conditional, because we can't access the open-hearted generosity that makes real connection possible. Or if our heart is too open, too porous, we lose our boundaries. Everyone else's emotions flood into us. We take on their pain, their anxiety, their problems, until we are so overwhelmed we can't function. We're trying to save everyone, fix everyone, heal everyone, and in the process we are abandoning ourselves. We've lost the heaven force that will give us discernment, that will help us to know where we end and others begin. Our throat chakras governs expression, communication, truth, our ability to bring our inner world into outer form. When it's balanced, we can speak our truth clearly, authentically, and with confidence. We can ask for what we need. We can say no when we mean no. We are not performing or pretending or hiding behind a mask. We are just real, and that realness creates trust, connection, resonance with others. But when our throat is blocked, we swallow our truth. We hide who we are. We say yes when we mean no. We perform the version of ourselves we think others want to see. And in the process, we lose track of who we actually are. Our voice gets smaller and smaller until we feel like we've disappeared entirely. And the irony is we think we are doing this to keep people close. But it's actually pushing them away because they can sense we are not being real. Our third eye between our eyebrows govern intuition, insight, vision, the ability to see beyond surface reality into the patterns and meanings beneath. When it's balanced, we perceive clearly. We see connections others miss. We know things without knowing how we know them. The angelic mind that sees the beauty of God in all things with clarity. We're not just reacting to what's right in front of us. We are sensing the deeper current, the invisible forces shaping our experience. But when our third eye is blocked, we are lost in appearances. We take everything at face value. We can't see beneath the surface. We are constantly confused, uncertain, unable to make sense of what's happening around us. We've lost access to the inner knowing that would guide us through the complexity of life. Our crown chakra, at the top of our head, is where heaven force enters most strongly. It governs consciousness itself, awareness beyond identity, our connection to something larger than our individual self. When it's open, we experience presence, clarity, a sense of unity within all of life. We are not just a separate soul struggling through existence. Our awareness itself temporarily taking form, experiencing itself through this particular body, this particular life. But when our own chakra is blocked, we feel trapped in the limited self, cut off from the meaning, from purpose, from any sense that life is more than just survival and getting through the day. We are stuck in our own head, in our own story, unable to step back and see the big picture. And everything feels heavy, dense, like we are carrying a weight we can't put down. These are the basic 7 junction points, enable the human to operate at its optimal. According to Kushi, most people live with only 2 or 3 chakras functioning at any given time. The rest are dormant, blocked, or imbalanced. they create more dysfunction than function, which means we are only accessing a fraction of our consciousness, a fraction of our capacity, a fraction of who we actually are. We don't know what we are missing because we can't miss what we haven't experienced. We think the narrow bandwidth we are operating on is just how life is. We think the fog, the numbness, the disconnection, the struggle is normal, but it's not. It's what happens when our energy body collapses, when heaven and earth are not balanced within, when the circulation of life force through our system breaks down. Our chakras aren't just governing our inner experience, they are governing our electromagnetic field. Our field is the invisible bubble of energy that surrounds our body and extends outward into space. And that field is what interacts with the quantum field, the invisible substrate of reality that responds to frequency, to resonance, to coherence. When our energy body is balanced, when heaven and earth are flowing freely through our chakras, our field is coherent, is organized, is strong. It broadcasts a clear signal, and the quantum field responds to that signal by organizing around us in a way that matches our frequency. This is how manifestation actually works. Not through wishful thinking or visualization or affirmation, but through field coherence. When our field is coherent, reality organizes itself too much. Not because we are controlling it, but because coherence field naturally attracts coherence experiences. But when our energy body is collapsed, when our chakras are blocked or imbalanced, our field becomes incoherent, scattered, weak, fragmented. We are broadcasting a distorted signal and the quantum field doesn't know what to do with it. So it gives us mixed results, inconsistent results, or no results at all. And we wonder why manifestation doesn't work for us. Why we can visualize and affirm and believe all we want but nothing changes. It's not because those principles are wrong. It's because we are trying to work with them from a collapsed energetic foundation. We're trying to broadcast a clear signal through a broken transmitter. And until we fix the transmitter, until we restore coherence in our energy body, nothing we do on the mental level is going to create lasting change. Often we hear of the 7 chakras. To access our higher dimension self, the universal wisdom, the crystal body, the first 15 chakras need to be activated. The 8th chakra, the 0 point, the timeless chakra at the base of our throat, where energy flows to the back of the skull and connects us to the galactic core, straight to a source point. It has gold color. Monadic mind, being one with source. The 9th chakra is at the back and center of our skull, color silver star. Creative mind, accessing our divine purpose, doing what we love and love what we do. The 10th galactic chakra is about 15 centimeters above the head. Once activated, the energy goes from clump to swirling and brings down energy, color, blue, black, Christic wisdom, trust and follow our direct knowing, access to infinite possibilities. The 11th galactic chakra is about 45 centimeters above the head. Color silver, black, connecting us to the Buddhic wisdom. Number 12, Earth Star Chakra, is about 15 centimeters below our feet. Color white star, characterize nirvanic mind, eternal self. The 13th Earth Core Chakra, located at the center of the earth. Color turquoise is the connection to our universal conscious mind. enable us to feel rooted to the core of Mother Earth. 14th, universal chakra, color pale yellow, about 91 centimeters above our head, the first point of projection. The whole pattern of morphogenetic field exists here, creating a spiral of E going down. 15. Universal chakra, at the pinnacle cosmic level, through the Earth's core, way out in space, create spiral of E going up, accessing eternal source consciousness field, color light, pink, magenta. Together with the 14 chakras spiraling down creates Merkaba, activating the 15 chakras, also activating the 12 strand DNA. It's not just improves cellular metabolism, promotes a desire for healthier foods, it also unlocked dormant potential within us, such as the crystal body, universal wisdom, endless love, and oneness.